There are 2 games left on the docket, and that's the championship games in Class L and S. And for that, we turn it over to Elliott, Polakoff, who was at those games.
When you think rain, that usually means there's not going to be a lot of touchdowns scored. Well, down here in Trumbull, the scoreboard operators, they had their work cut out for them. In Class S, high-flying Bloomfield looking to cap off an unbeaten year with a win over Sheehan in the title game. Warhawks get on the board first. Darren Bryden to a wide-open Anthony Simpson for the 22-yard score, 7-0 Bloomfield. Warhawks up 14-0 late in the first quarter. Sheehan finally gets on the board. Kyle Simmons to Jordan Davis. Titans still down 7. But Bloomfield immediately with an answer. Bryden to Simpson, just refusing to go down. 49 yards, 20-7 after the extra point was no good. These teams' defenses entered the game as 2 of the best. Just not much you can do with so many explosive players on offense. Jordan Davis again, wide open, 21-20. The Titans take their first lead after the extra point. Then Anthony Simpson gives Bloomfield the lead right back. He had 10 catches for 174 yards. But right before the half, Kyle Simmons puts Sheehan on top on the quarterback keeper, 28-27, and we still got a whole other half of football. Second half, Shakur Hill with a nice cut, 15-yard burst into the end zone, Bloomfield back on top. But the Warhawks had no answer for Jordan Davis, only had 4 catches, but they went for 186 yards and 3 touchdowns. He added another touchdown on the ground as the Titans erupt in the second half to win it 64-33, their first state title since 1985.
We made playoffs the last 2 years before this, and we're like, nah, we're sick of just being mediocre and making the playoffs. We want that ring, and through the year that was in the back of our head, and we're here.
This is SEC football, and we're something legit here. Sheehan football is legit. We knew that we had the talent to do it. We knew once we started pounding them, they weren't going to be able to handle us, and that showed in the second half.
I told them I loved them, and we did it, and we did it together. And it's all about we around here. This isn't a one-man show by any sense of the word. This is collectively everyone that's involved with this program. It's special, and everybody has a piece of it.
Next up was the Class L state title game between top-seeded Newtown and the 3-seed Darien. The Blue Wave took the lead in the second quarter. Peter Graham finding Ryan Mulliken in the back of the end zone, 7-0 Darien. And that was the score until midway through the fourth quarter. The fog just pouring into the stadium, hard to see anything. 3rd and long, John Street to Riley Ward, 75 yards. And you might not be able to see it, but I can promise you, Ward scores on the play, 7-7 game. Darien gets the ball back in Newtown territory, but on 4th and 1, they come up short. Newtown takes over with less than a minute to go in the game. 3.3 seconds left. The Nighthawks need a miracle to win it in regulation. And 7 years to the day of the Sandy Hook shooting, Street and Ward hooking up again as time expires. Newtown wins it 13-7. Ben Pinto, a senior linebacker for the Nighthawks, and he ain't made a whole lot of big plays today. Ben's brother Jack was one of those killed in the shooting, and I guarantee that Jack is smiling right now as Ben's Nighthawks win their first state title since 1992.
That was a crazy game. My guys played hard. I'm about to go celebrate. It feels so good for the whole community, the whole town. I mean, we really needed this, especially on a day like today. It's just an unbelievable win for an unbelievable town.
I'm not going to Disneyland, but I just want to spend as much time with these guys as possible. I always tell the kids, the worst thing is when I got to see them the next school day when their season's over and you come up short. That's going to be a whole different feeling for these seniors as I see them every day at school, and I get to smile and know we did it, we won the state championship.
What a way to wrap up Championship Saturday. A walk-off win for the state title for the Newtown Nighthawks. Congrats to them. Congrats to Sheehan as well. That'll do it for us from Trumbull. Elliott, Polakoff, Channel 3 Eyewitness Sports.